They've been longtime friends.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I've seen the guy that plays his friend. His name's Rafael Cassell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can say that I've seen him in anything else. David Diggs, I know I've seen in some other stuff. He was in Hamilton. That's where he got really known from. But he's been like in some TV shows. He was in Wonder last year.
Oh yeah.
He was in a great HBO like kind of fake documentary about like the Tour de France called Tour de Pharmacy.
Oh yeah. And
he's like Jackie Robinson's nephew, but he wants to be better than Jackie Robinson, so he wants to be like the best guy at bicycling.
Yeah.
Bicycling.
Oh, that's funny.
And he's really funny in it.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed Blind Spotting. I thought that they were both incredible in it. Mm-hmm. It's a good movie. It's a small movie. Watch it when you get a chance, dude.
Yes, I actually have it. Yeah. It's actually in my car.
It's really good.
It's in my car, yeah.
Their rapport and their interaction with one another is fantastic. It's my favorite part of the movie.
All right, I think I'm gonna have to check it out for sure.
Your thoughts on it?
Oh,
since I know that you saw it.
Yeah, I thought that the rapport between the two main characters were great. I love the how do you say, like the where they kind of break the fourth wall. Is that what they're doing? Just like kind of
interacting a little
bit with the audience.
Okay.
It was just came out at the right time and where we're at, like politically, it just all kind of worked. And
it was a summer movie, which is kind of weird. Like that's another movie I wish they had waited until the fall to release it, when it probably would have gotten a little bit more recognition.
No, it's okay. Critically acclaimed. I don't know. You know, it had a limited release, so it probably didn't do much at the box office. But I know it's certified fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all around good. It's funny. It's probably one of the, outside of Black Klansman, one of the funniest
serious movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's got some really pretty serious scenes in it, but it's also like
they bring everything around.
Yeah, those scenes with those two are really funny together.
That's cool. I love the scene with I always forget her name, but the chick from Martin. She's the hair stylist when they're trying to sell her the straighteners.
It was Pam.
Yeah,
Pam from Martin.
Yeah, you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. And he wants to he demonstrates.
He's just fucking haggling, man,
hustling.
Hilarious. Check that. You guys should check that out if you haven't. It's funny.
I would say that's probably in my top 5, if not close to of the year, because I really enjoyed that a lot.
And it's cool. I feel like it tests the bounds of how do you say, loyalty, where we all have that, or at one time or another had that best friend or close friend who's just trouble. And when you have to decide when you hang out with them, things go wrong. And how far are you willing to do? To go
out of loyalty,
or this misguided sense of whatever. Yeah. Interesting.
Nice. All right.
I think it's back around.
Back to me. So, my next movie. Gotta find it. Bird Box. Okay, so that you just watched that. I just watched that a couple days ago. Yeah. Yeah. When did it come out, on the 21st, right? Yeah, like last Friday. Yeah. So I thought that was a really good movie. How simple it was. And it's not really.
I didn't finish it, so please don't.
No, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to. I know you haven't seen it. I'm not going to spoil it, but no, I just the cast I think is really cool. For the cast is very strong. Yeah, for even the short amount of time that everybody is in it. Like people pop up every once in a while, but I mean, they're not like in there forever. So I think it's a really cool. I think it's a really awesome movie, a real cool take on something as kind of it really reminded me of A Quiet Place, but instead of sound, it's sight, where that's where I kind of got those two like together. And A Quiet Place is also one of my 2018 movies that I really enjoyed. But yeah, Bird Box I think was awesome. Sandra Bullock's
good.
Is good in this one. I like her character a lot. How she has like intimacy issues, kind of dealing with other people, and I like how she kind of names her kid Boy, and not giving them a name. Kind of, you see that detachment in that relationship that she doesn't really have with her son. So I really recommend that movie. I know you've seen it. Wes isn't finished with it, but what do you think about it?
I liked it. It was funny because I went to try to catch up on some of the Netflix stuff that has come out that I've sadly given up hope that I'll ever be able to watch it in a theater.
Yeah.
And I think I went to go watch The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yes.
And because Bird Box had just come out that day, that was on the home page, and I wanted to see it, so I was like, well, I'll just watch this tonight instead. And
yeah.
I enjoyed it. I remember like watching it and thinking, oh, the soundtrack's like really cool, but it had no opening credits. And then at the end, I was like, I bet that's a Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross soundtrack, maybe a Cliff Martinez, because that's what it sounds like. And sure enough, when I saw the credit, like I texted Swan right away, and I was like, oh, it's Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, I knew it.
Yeah.
I liked it, and you're right, it's got a really strong supporting cast.
Yes.
John Malkovich is really good in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I hope he becomes a big star, man. Trevante Rhodes from Moonlight.
Yeah.
He's in
Predator too,
which we'll talk about later.
I actually got that on Steelbook. I haven't seen it, but I bought it. It's one of those movies. That's why we were just talking about movies I haven't seen. Buying it. I mean, you don't like that movie, but I mean, I might. It's whatever.
We'll talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about
later.
it.
But I think he's really good in it. I didn't like the Predator, but he. I thought that he was good in that too.
Yeah.
And I hope that he gets more roles because he's a good actor, and I really liked him in Bird Box, and his rapport with Sandra Bullock is great.
Yeah. So I liked that character. What's his name? The guy who works at the market.
Oh, Lil Rel from Get Out.
Yeah, his character's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's kind of like on point with everything. He was talking about his little novel that he was writing or whatever.
He's the guy that all the horror movies lack.
Yeah.
Where he's like, no, he's the one that's aware of the things that you should do and not do, and something's wrong, don't do this and everything. And you watch a lot of horror movies, and it's like, people in horror movies have never actually seen a horror movie because they would know not to do that stuff.
Yeah. That was a really good movie.
Okay.
What was that? Wes?
How far did you get in it, Wesley? Halfway?
Yeah, a little under halfway,
Okay.
I think. But yeah, that opening is fucking nuts.
Yeah, the first act is really intense.
I thought it was a cool mixture of The Happening.
Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah.
With A Quiet Place, and then like some Last of Us sprinkled in, that video game with the post-apocalyptic stuff. Yeah, and if it continues to be as strong as it started, it's going to be awesome. And you guys don't have anything negative to say, so I'm excited to finish it.
I enjoy it. It's got its detractors. I've read reviews or comments and everything. It's got its detractors, but I thought it was a really good movie, and it's a really strong Sandra Bullock performance.
Yeah.
I really love the photography for it too. Like some of the concept art is really beautiful. Because I was in LA recently for the Gambino,
Yes.
the last
Lucky bastard.
performance, and
He's gonna count another
they
one.
have the big Bird Box promos out.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
I was surprised to see Machine Gun Kelly in that movie.
Yeah,
He's in
he
it for
wasn't-
like...
I was like, wait a minute, that is him.
Yeah, you know who that is? He's like
I've heard the name.
He's like the tall, skinny guy who messes around with the cop.
Does
the
he?
girl.
I don't think he goes by his name. I don't think he goes by Machine Gun Kelly in the credits. I don't think he's listed in that. I remember reading.
I don't even know his real name. So.
That he was in the movie, but I don't remember seeing him in the credits. And I was like, wait, did I Was that for real?
So he's also in that Dave Franco.
He's in Nerve.
film. Yeah, Nerve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a good movie?
I didn't finish it.
I thought it was alright.
Okay.
For what, I mean, it was cool. I guess it was a cool concept, kind of like Truth or Dare type of thing, but...
Okay.
I haven't seen the movie. I didn't mean like...
Doesn't that have like a Cliff Martinez?
Nerve?
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't tell. I've never seen the movie. I just remember like the trailer for it.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Game Night. That had a Cliff Martinez score. I was like really surprised. I was like, whoa, like that score is really cool. And then when the credits came up, I saw Cliff Martinez. I was like, oh, I'm going to probably buy that.
I'm going to throw this out there. I enjoyed that movie a lot more than I thought I would.
Game
I did too.
It's solid.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be the stupidest fucking movie. And I watched it the other night because it's on HBO.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm actually having a great time
It's
with
pretty
this.
fun. It's pretty fun. And man, and
It's better than it has any right to be.
Yeah.
For sure.
and Jesse Plemons, who plays, what's his name, Gary, the cop.
Oh my god,
That
yes.
kid is such an underrated actor because he's so good.
That creepiness.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's really good.
Just like
in that
staring at him from his driveway.
He's in Observe and Report.
He's in Observer Report. He's in the second season of Fargo. He's one of the main
He's
characters
in
in the second season of Fargo.
Breaking Bad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was in Black Mass,
Yeah.
and he was in Bridge of Spies for a little bit. But he's a good actor, and I don't think that he gets the recognition he should. And he's so good in Game Night.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Honorable mention.
Yes.
Honorable mention for Game Night. That didn't come up when we were talking earlier, and that's funny that now it did randomly, and we've all really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Well, because we were talking about Bird Box, let's talk about A Quiet Place then.
Okay. I loved it.
Yeah.
I think for PG-13, that caliber, nothing has come close.
Yeah, I can agree with
In
that.
my opinion.
I'd agree with that, yeah.
I loved Emily Blunt. How do you say Krasinski?
Krasinski?
Yeah,
John Krasinski.
he was great.
Yeah.
I loved the cinematography, the use of sound or no sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
was good. I will agree with Chris, not to steal your thunder or anything, but there's a few things that they were put in the film for plot convenience, and we look past them for that reason. And so it could have been stronger.
What? For instance, what are you talking about? Maybe one
The
thing.
very opening of the very opening of the film, bad parenting.
Exactly.
Very bad parenting. Why would you put the batteries? You take the batteries out of the toy,
Yeah.
put them right next to him. Don't touch that.
And not only that, knowing what the world is like,
Why would your
leave
son
the
be behind
store
you?
before the kid? They're
And
waiting for the kid.
they
to
leave
catch up to them.
him toddling behind them.
Yeah.
That's one thing. It's even now. I mean, walking through a store, if Jordan, my son, gets a step behind me, I'm freaking out because I can't reach for him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like there's killer monsters running around, and he's a child, and he's gonna make noise.
Yeah.
They're attracted to noise. Why wouldn't you have him in front of you in the first
so you can
place?
watch him at all times.
Yeah. I mean, come on. You keep the mom and the dad, or the dad and the mom, and then the kids in between.
Yes,
that's
I agree.
that's common sense.
I agree. That's one thing that really took me out, and I wanted to like the movie really badly, and I do. And it's got its really good sequences. That part in the grain silo is incredible.
Oh yes.
Is really good suspense wise, but like when I saw that, I was like, no, like. Especially with like if you had my parents, they would have never left me behind like that, assuming I'm going to catch up to them in this type of situation, in this type of world.
Why wouldn't he take the batteries with him? Why would he leave them? It just didn't, like, I know it's a small thing, and that opening scene, it's beautiful in its own way. It sets you up for the movie, and that kind of, how do you say that, dread, or at least as much dread as that film can give you. But, I don't know, it just has its certain things.
And the nail bugged me.
Which is
to
another
no
small
end.
thing. Yeah.
The one that's sticking out.
It's a small thing, but yes, if First of all, I don't know why you would put a board as a stair with like a nail in it, even if it's bent over. Like, why wouldn't you just pull it out?